Are you a busy mom looking to add some extra income into your home while still juggling a full-time job, full-time kids, full-time husband, but really scared that you're going to have to sacrifice a lot for that? What if I told you that there are two beauty business services, spray tanning and teeth whitening, that actually could give you that extra income that you're looking for and not sacrifice your life with your family? Stay tuned. Let me show you why spray tanning and teeth whitening are two of the most hidden gems in the beauty industry as a side hustle. Welcome back. My name is Jean. I'm the owner and educator of Impressive Glow Spray Tan and Teeth Whitening Training, and my mission is to help women, moms, single moms, learn how to start a side hustle as either a spray tan or teeth whitening technician and to build some financial independence in that process. So a little quick backstory about me. I started my spray tan business about 6 years ago in my tiny little 700 square foot studio apartment as a newly single mom. And from 6 years ago, from starting mobile to having a small home studio to 1,900 square feet of a studio and now offering training, we now are a six-figure business after just 6 years. And if this half white, half Mexican, who often gets mistaken as a Filipino, who has daddy issues, abandonment issues, who was a teen mom and hits all the stereotypes, you can do this too. All right, so give me a little hand emoji in the comments if you are, like everybody else, looking to try to find a way to build some more income into your family's bank account. And I think right now in this day and age, content creation seems to be a really big hit amongst the Gen Z generation, and it's great income, but not steady. I come from a generation where services is where you're gonna make that money, some type of personal service. And just from my experience, even through COVID, beauty is not going anywhere. I did not take a loss in my business once COVID hit. And so especially with something like spray tanning and teeth whitening, where I didn't need a state license to do that, there wasn't a whole lot of control that the state, the county, had over my business. So first, let's talk investment, both money and time. Because as a single mom, when I first started my spray tan business, I couldn't have imagined having to go to a beauty training program, spend 8 months and $30,000 to learn how to do a service. The greatest thing about spray tanning and teeth whitening is literally you can learn them in a day course. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that you're going to be confident in your skills within a day. You're going to know anything and everything about these services, but you literally can sign up for a day course and hopefully you have a really good mentor to help you as you start to become and grow bigger in your business, where you can ask questions about things that may come up. But you're essentially only going to one class, getting a certificate, and spending a heck of a lot more time. So now let's talk about the investment in terms of finances. Because I did look, when I was looking for some type of side hustle, I did look into beauty school. And places like Lou Ross and Paul Mitchell and some of these other beauty private institutions and schools started at $25,000 on up to $70,000 for school. And a lot of them also don't take any type of financial aid, and you have to get some type of private loan. Please, if you are going to go to a school, do not get a private loan. You are not going to be making money directly after you take that course or that program. And what I've seen happen is when people take out these huge loans for these beauty business schools or these beauty schools, is the stress of that payment and not making essentially as much as you want to from the very beginning starts to become very resentful to you taking that course at all, or you taking that schooling at all. And it really paralyzes you from growing in that business and just kind of giving up. And then now you're stuck with this loan that you can't pay back. So something like spray tanning and teeth whitening, I, as a spray tan trainer, can literally teach you how to do both of these services with the equipment and everything you need, plus the mentorship, for under $1,700, and a one-day course or an online course that you can do self-paced in the comfort of your own home. So real quick, one of the most often questions that I get is, do you need a state license to offer spray tanning or teeth whitening? And absolutely not. For spray tanning, with the exception of the state of Oregon, where you do need to be an esthetician, and the state of Ohio, where you just need to get a specific type of certification. You don't have to be an esthetician. You just have to have a different type of permit with the state of Ohio. Any other state is not required to have a spray tan state license to offer that service. Teeth whitening is definitely something that people ask me a lot when it comes to state licensing. Now, if you are applying products to your client, absolutely you need to have some type of professional license and be supervised by a dental physician. But if you are using a self-application method, which is what I teach, then you absolutely do not need any type of professional license, dental license, and this is something that you can do as a side hustle. So let me tell you why that is such a key factor in determining what type of beauty service you want to offer. So things that should obviously require a state license when it comes to putting lashes and you're getting glue next to an eye, or permanent makeup, or putting chemicals on somebody's face, absolutely that should be required to be regulated by the state. But let me tell you what happens with spray tanning and teeth whitening. Because they don't require those state licenses, you're not running scared, because I have seen numerous times where a local esthetician will post on Instagram stories and say, hey, everybody, state board is in town, make sure all of your stuff is taken care of. And maybe people aren't doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing with their regulations, and you're running scared a lot of the time. Sometimes the regulations are just ridiculous and it's hard to comply with them, but people are doing the services anyways. So one of the really cool factors about spray tanning and teeth whitening is there's nobody coming down from the hills of the government to come and issue any type of infractions, or we're going to close you down because you don't have certain temperatures in your room or certain type of water in your room. So that's actually something that's really cool, because it's like a service that, or it's like one less thing that the government has control over. So let's talk flexibility. The flexibility of this schedule as a mom to offer spray tanning and teeth whitening is absolutely insane, which was such a big highlight for me. I had a 700 square foot studio apartment, like I said, and I had my son and my daughter, and the flexibility of, one, not only having just the schedule flexibility when it came to like their school stuff and the things that they had going on, but the flexibility of offering a service mobile. That was really enticing to me, because originally I was embarrassed of my 700 tiny square foot apartment. And so initially I thought that women would absolutely love the idea of me coming to them, offering them this service. And all I needed was a duffel bag and my spray tan tent, which was absolutely awesome. Even with teeth whitening, all you need is a suitcase, an LED light that kind of disassembles pretty easily, and all of your supplies. Now imagine doing mobile services for these two services together. We're talking money when we're getting a group of girls together who may be going on vacation, maybe it's a bridal party, and you offer teeth whitening and you offer spray tanning in one mobile service. That's pretty good. Really quick, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you thinking? Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get all the information about spray tanning, teeth whitening, beauty business tips and tricks, because I love sharing that stuff with you guys. So how much are you really gonna make with this investment into these new beauty services? I hope this is definitely something that you think about in terms of which beauty business you are going to want to start, because I am a numbers girl, black and white. Tell me how much I'm gonna make per hour. Is it worth that cost for me? So I want you to think, let's say for example, lashes. Lashes take about $30 to $50 of supplies to actually supply that service or actually do that service, right? And on average, they're charging about, let's say $150 for their service, and it takes them about 2 hours to do that. So if you take $50 away from the $150 that they're charging, that's $100 return on investment. Divided by the 2 hours it's taking them to do it, that's about $50 an hour. Now, don't get me wrong. Women like me, at the beginning when I first started my business, $50 an hour was amazing and is amazing money. Until I did the numbers when it came to spray tanning, because don't forget, offering that lash service, you still had to go to school. You still had to pay for that loan. So that $50 that you're making an hour, is going directly to those loans. So when I discovered spray tanning, here is how I did the numbers. So with spray tanning, it cost me on average about $5 to offer a spray tan at my cost. That's my supplies, my spray tan solution, my powder, my blending brushes, all of that taken into consideration. It cost me about $5 to offer a service. Now I charge $55 in studio and anywhere from $75 to $80 if we're doing mobile, right? So at the end of the day, in studio, I make about $50 per spray tan. I can do 2 spray tans per hour. We're looking at about $100 an hour with only a $10 investment. So you're making like that much money back. I don't know if I did the math right. You get what I'm saying. All right, so what about the math when it comes to teeth whitening? I can offer a teeth whitening service for about $15, and I charge anywhere from, and have seen people charge anywhere from $120 to $160 for a teeth whitening session in studio. If you're doing mobile, obviously you want to charge a little bit more for that. So at the end of the day, I'm making about $115 per hour with teeth whitening, but let me give you the biggest kicker behind teeth whitening. You can offer teeth whitening to more than one client at one time. When it comes to lashes, when it comes to spray tanning, when it comes to makeup, any of those services in the beauty industry, you can only service one client at a time. With teeth whitening, I could set up 3 different stations and have 3 different clients going underneath that LED light at one given time, meaning that there's endless amounts of money that I could technically make having each one of those chairs going at any given time. And in my old studio that I had in California, now in South Carolina, but my old studio in California had 2 LED lights and 2 setup stations for teeth whitening, and it was so easy to offer a buddy package or a couples package or Mother's Day packages, and they would come in with 2 people at a time, and I could service 2 clients at once, making over $200 per hour for that service. All right, so I really hope that this video gave you some of the insight as to, and maybe some answered questions to some of the things that you have had in the back of your head when it comes to thinking about the spray tan or teeth whitening industry, or offering those beauty services just to add some extra income into your lives. Because I can tell you that spray tanning and teeth whitening has nearly changed the course of my life, and I am so grateful for the opportunity of what I get to do, and now get to share that with other women and teach them how to do that for themselves. So what do you do next? Well, I offer spray tan and teeth whitening training. If you would like to get some more information about spray tan or teeth whitening training, hit me up in my DMs over on Instagram at IG Spray Tan Training, and DM me the word ready. And that'll let me know that you want some information about the training options that I have, because I offer spray tan and teeth whitening separately, or I offer spray tan and teeth whitening together as a combo course. And it's like a duo course, and it's actually a lot cheaper to do it that way because, of course, I offer a discount. Now, I offer online, virtual, and in-person training here in Charleston, South Carolina, in the suburbs of Charleston, South Carolina. And I'm so excited to get some more hands-on ladies coming in doing duo trainings with me. So I'm super excited about that. All right, don't forget to subscribe, do all the things, and leave the comments. Catch you guys in the next one.